Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome back to this channel. First off, it's been a long time since I did a video, so I've decided to review the Transformers Studio Series 8606 Grimlock and Autobot Wheelie. So let's get into the box. We have a lot of accessories to cover. Please stick around, you might enjoy it. So we have the box. We have this reverse L shape for the border. We have the Transformers lettering in red. We have the Transformers, the movie logo on the bottom left. We have Grimlock in his T-Rex mode. We have Wheelie riding him on the back. On the side, we have the same picture that's in the front. On the back, we have him in alt mode and a robot mode. We have just two different accessories. There is a story about the prototype, so stay tuned to the end of the video. We have the backdrop, which is called The Mockery of Justice. It takes 24 steps to transform. It is for ages 8 and up. There's Studio Series here, 8606 on the top. It's a leader class figure, and then on the top we have Transformers the movie on the top of the box. So we're going to focus on the main figure first, and then we're going to go into accessories. So here we have the main figure. This figure is a combination of the Masterpiece version and the comic book version of the same figure. This is a lighter gray plastic, where the original is a darker plastic. We have this really nice gold for the claws, nice gold for the chest. If anybody knows if there's a replaceable chest where it's more transparent, please leave it in the comments. We did lose the gimmick, the eye gimmick, to change it from blue to red, which is a shame. We could have kept that. We have this nice blue on the legs, red and green. We have the black for the toes. On the back, we have this nice gold for the neck, red shorts. We have the blacks for his thighs and his hands. And that is about it. So we're going to do articulation. Forgot to mention the arms are a white or maybe an off-white color, which is also a good thing as well. I'll get to that later on. So articulation on the arm can go all the way out to there. It has bicep swivel. As rotation at the hand, elbow, more than 90 degrees. Shoulder can go all the way back till you hit the backpack. The opposite way, like so. There is waist articulation here, 360 degrees if you need to. All the way up on the leg. Very nice ratchet at the knee. Less than 90, I would say. Bring the arm up, swing this back. On the thigh, this is how far as you're going to get. Opposite side, if you bring the leg back, that's about it. But if you swing out the leg just a little bit, you can get a little bit more out of that range. The head is on this moving table, but it's meant for transformation. It doesn't plug into anything, but it's all right. It's fine. And there you go for that. His accessories is this wheelie. Very nicely painted, like in the movie. It's more of a light tangerine, if you will, maybe a very light orange if you want. We have this pink chest. We have the Autobot symbol. We have the silver face. We have the gray cap. We have more pink on top of the arms and the shoulders. We have the back. We have this black piece for his back. And this piece is very, very limited. It's only meant to do one thing, which is sit on his back in the alt mode, or you can just place him around your home, maybe on your table, your bookshelf, or something like that, and just have him shoot his little thing away. But it's very limited. You can go all the way around on the arm. His little slingshot. You go all the way back on the arm, and that's about it. Other side, you can bring it up like so, or you can bring it down. That's about it. Legs can go all the way around, like so, but it's at an angle. And the same thing on the other side. Second accessory is this gun here that comes packaged with it. It's a little bit on the long side. I'll let you know later about that as well. But this is where it looks like from the top, from the side, other side, and underneath. And to give you a comparison, we have the Masterpiece weapon, which has the transparent barrels on it. So you kind of have these two going for it. The design is different. This one's more elongated on the top, where this one is short at the top. We have paint apps on the silver coils down here, and we don't have it on this side or that side. Other than that, the bottom is pretty much the same. Larger clip here, where we have a shorter clip there. So yeah, it plugs into his hand to show you the difference. So you can have this gun, give you a side profile. You can have that gun as which is his normal gun, this other side. Or if you want to borrow the Masterpiece, put this in this opposite. A little smaller, kind of have that kind of go for you. That's from one side, and there it is from the opposite side. But the elephant in the room is, where is his sword? Why didn't I include a sword? So what I've done is order two different swords. The first sword is from Shapewaves. This is a Shapewave product. It's made by Retro Robot Radio 3D printing. It's a red processed plastic sword. There are two sizes. Small size is 4 inches for $13. Large size for 5 inches is $14.95. Now, this is exactly what you're going to get. The hilt, or I should say the ring guard, does not come painted. You have to paint that yourself. You have to paint the hilt as well. Now, on the opposite side, you still get this 3mm peg that you could plug on his back. So you kind of have that going for you. Now, it is brighter than the red that's here and his shorts. You can kind of see it. Or simply just plug it into his hand. You can kind of tell the difference. Now I'm going to move the sword next to his shorts. You can kind of tell the difference between this is a brighter red versus this red. Now, if you just glanced at it, you probably wouldn't notice it. Or maybe your lighting is a little darker, you probably wouldn't notice it. But in this lighting, you can definitely see it. Now, this is the 5-inch sword. This right here is Shockwave's Lab. And they call this the Big Sword. This is Shockwave's Lab SL101 Big Sword for $13. It's made out of a curable resin, a UV curing resin or material that are polymerized and cured in a short time by the energy radiated from an ultraviolet irradiated device. These are especially used as industrial materials for sealing, bonding, and coating. Please be careful with this sword. It's made out of resin. I dropped it already and it broke somewhere around here. Luckily, I had some Gorilla Glue, and I put a lot of Gorilla Glue inside of the ring guard and the base to pop it back together. But at least this version, you have the ring guard, you have the hilt, and you have the handle painted. The color of the sword, I want to say, I don't know, a really light tangerine type of color. It's not really gold, doesn't match this, but it's somewhere around there. Now, if you want, you can borrow the Masterpiece sword. This is 5 inches in length. This is 6 inches in length. This is 5 inches in length. Now, if you were to compare these together, it would be like this. Let's turn that around. It would be something like this. So you can give you a comparison. As I know of, there is no transparent, clear plastic sword at a third-party company. If you prove me wrong, please leave it in the comments. I will check it out myself, and I will order it, and I'll probably do an update for this video. So, we already seen it with that one. Let's try the Masterpiece. So here we have it, the Masterpiece gun. The only thing that shines out more than the figure is the chrome, but you can let that slide. You can have that, or you can take the big sword. This is 6 inches, mind you. You can go with this. At least this matches this. So it's a choice. I will leave descriptions on both of these swords in the description box if you so choose. There are, as far as I know of, this is the only color from Shockwave's company. But they do have multiple colors of this at Shapewave, so you have to look into it. Now, there is a texture to this sword. It's more like a wool type feeling to it. It's not smooth at all. So you have to paint this piece yourself and the handle if you wanted to make it match his hands. Let's do some comparisons. Let's bring them over here. First up, we have Ultra Magnus. Standing together. He's a little taller than him. We have Inferno. A lot taller than him. We also have RC. And last but not least, we're gonna put Wheelie here. He's hard to stand up. So yeah, Wheelie down there. And our special guest will be this. This is the Legend Class 29 Wheelie. As you may or may not know, Walmart has the exclusives to the Headmaster series, Headmaster, not the S series, for these figures. So we might underline, get this as a ring paint to make it look like more like this. But this is where it looks like this is more of a, how is it coming across as? I want to say it's like a really light orange, or extremely light orange, with these gray legs and the hips, and you have the Autobot symbol. Same face, little bit difference in the face, but it's painted silver. The cap is painted silver, where this one is painted gray. And then we have the back side to show you the difference there. But if you don't like this setup, let's bring this back. This is important. If you don't like this setup, you can swap this out. And you can use your Masterpiece version of it. Show you the scale. We'll get to these two later in another video, and I'm waiting for the Kingdom version of Ultra Magnus. So let's get these out of the way. Side-by-side comparison. So we're gonna put his sword in his hands. And we're going to get his gun. And on the other side, the closest is 5, but you can have your choice of either or. So here we go. Now we're missing a few things from the Masterpiece. We're missing these gold squares that are on the bottom of his leg. They should be here. Maybe Ripper Labels can hook us up with some stickers there. We're missing these silver things on his shorts, which they should be over here. Other than that, this from the side view. Here's the back view. Now we don't have the black breakup right here on the back of the, I don't know what you call this, but it's on the back here. We don't have it on this side. We have the transparent neck, where we have the solid gold, which there is a story about. I got to remind myself not to forget. And then this side. So the only difference is the chrome. Now this used to be a darker chrome way back in 2010. Way much darker chrome. And now it's gotten to this color, especially the chrome. The chrome used to be more vibrant, and now it's more less pale, if you want to choose a word. It's not as attractive that it used to be. But there you go. So the transformation, same exact thing as the Masterpiece. We're gonna take this out. First thing we're going to do, we're going to move these wings back. Bring the arm up. Bring the forearm down. You want to fit the fist inside of this cavity, like so. Same thing on the other side. Bring the arm up. Bring the fist inward, like so. Next, you want to bring down the chest. So you just want to bring up, like that. Bring it down. On the masterpiece, normally the head would just shrink down into place and you bring over the head. But now they want you to bring the head down like so. The other thing that's missing from the masterpiece is this section would be ratcheted. And this section will be ratcheted. This pin will be ratcheted. But you bring it up, bring it over, like so. Right, don't close it just yet. Same thing on the side, bring this down like that. The head is pegged in the back. So you have this little square hole and you have this peg. Bring it over. And make sure you got it all the way down. And you have the top of the dinosaur mold ready to go. So you want to bring legs up just a little bit so we can focus on the legs. On the back, you want to take the heel spur. You want to bring the heel spur down. Same thing on the other side, bring the heel spur down. This right here, you want to swing open. And you want to rotate the knees around this way. So you want to go this way. Right? So you have these two slots and you have these two grooves right here that's going to plug into these slots. And you kind of have to maneuver that in place. Next is the tail. So you want to bring the tail up, bring it out on this armature, into place. Same thing on the other side. You want to bring this piece outward. You want to flip all the way around. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. All the way around like that. And you just want to kind of search for those two grooves. And you peg these together. Peg these down. And you're good to go. Again, you grab this tail. Bring it down on this armature. Like so. Then you just close it. All you gotta do is close it. Bring this down. Bring this down. And there you have your T-Rex mode. Now you can manipulate these arms any way you want. But there you go. Now there are some things that are missing again, but it's a smaller figure. What can you do? We're missing the eye gimmick for the dinosaur mode to change his eyes from blue to red again. We're missing the silver pieces, silver paint for the teeth. We do make up for it somehow because we have the gimmick for the flames. So if you have your accessories from Jetfire, you can pop this in there. So you kind of have that look going for it. You do have the swivel around the neck. The head can go up and down. I'm not sure if it's supposed to lock into place. It should lock into place, but I don't think it does. So if you want to move the head up and down, just hold the neck down. like that. I'm glad that we lost the gimmick of the tail. Also, I believe the tail is a little bit on the short side. There's a scene where the Dinobots were being escorted to the Mockery of Justice, and the camera shot is from far away so that they can put all the Dinobots into one shot, plus the Quintesson guards and stuff like that. So it might be on the short side, but that's just me. Very nice figure, very nice. I'm glad that we swapped out for the chrome to get this here, and we didn't have chrome here, but this could have been gray, but I'm nitpicking right there. I'm nitpicking. There is a quick story before I move on. Let's turn this around. This is the prototype, and if you look very closely, you can tell that the neck is transparent and the chest is transparent. And they used a different type of gold. Somewhere around March or April of 2020, somebody was selling the prototype on eBay. I should have followed it to see how much this person was going to get for it. I should have bid on it, tell you honestly. But there is a prototype floating around there. I'm not sure how many, but that is just a quick little story that I'm going to share to you. So let's do one more comparison with Wheelie on the back. Now you have to be careful with Wheelie because some people have broken these two things right here. I'm not sure if you want to call them tabs or hooks or whatever you want to call them. And I believe it makes his head limited. So you have a choice of putting them on here or not. So you want to put his arm out like so. Maybe? No, right there. I think that's fine. Let's do a couple of comparisons while we're at it. Again, Magnus, now he's taller than him. Inferno. RC. And since we have Wheelie on the back, we're going to put the Legend Class version down here. Wheelie's causing me problems now. Am I missing something? No. You know what? I'm just gonna lay them. I'm just gonna lay them there. So you have that kind of scale going on, or you can bring in the masterpiece. And you can plainly see the difference on the scale. Also, we could bring that Shape Waves sword. I've decided to place it here on the tail. It's not too in the way. So you kind of have that going on. Or you pop this gun in the back. Yeah, getting the gun in here takes some doing. I don't think this thing is solid, but hey. So you kind of have that going on. I'm just going to stick them there real quick. Something like that. He's not going to fit. But anyway. So yeah. So you have that going on. Transform them back. Really simple. Let's take all this off. Do it real quick. I'm going to separate. Oops. Let's bring in one more thing before we sign off. We have the backdrop from the Mockery of Justice. And there you go. That's what it looks like if you want to use the backdrop. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me some comments. I will be making some more videos during this weekend, so stay tuned for that. And just want to put some of these figures up before I sign out. And there you go. So I hope you enjoy this very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.